Welcome to PSB Academy. Now that you've made the choice to study with us, here are some of the important points that you'll need to take note of when signing the student contract in front of you. The student contract is an important legal document that safeguards both the students' and institution's interests. You should only sign if you are clear and satisfied with the contract. Some things to note. First of all, you can only make payment after you sign the contract. Secondly, there are two sets of contracts to be signed. One is to be returned to your program consultant, and the other is for you to keep. Thirdly, if there are any amendments, you will need to countersign it with your signature and your program consultant's signature. The contract is divided into different sections as you see on the left. Section 1 contains information about course information and fees. Section 2 covers the PSB Academy refund policy. Section 3 describes how your fees are protected under the Fee Protection Scheme, or FPS for short. PSB Academy will be arranging for your medical insurance to cover you, and details are in Section 4, Medical Insurance Scheme. Sections 5 to 11 contain additional information to guide you on what to do and where to go if you have a problem with your PEI, how to apply for a student's pass, and other matters. If you look at page 2 of the contract, you'll notice at the bottom of the page that you will need to sign off to acknowledge that you understand the contract. Please fill up your full name, today's date, and sign on the space provided. If you are under 18 years of age, please get your guardian to sign on the field at the bottom right. Please also ensure that you sign every page. Now, on to page 3. Please confirm that your name and personal particulars are correctly reflected in this contract. In cases where amendment is required, please write the correct information and sign beside it. This is important as the certificate to be awarded upon completion of the course will reflect the stated name. Moving on to Section 1. Please ensure that the correct name of course, type of course, start and end dates are reflected. If it is not, please inform your program consultant after the session. You will also be entitled to immediate withdrawal from the course if it fails to commence for any reason. The refund, if any payment has been made, would be made to you within 7 working days after the notice is made known to you. Please sign at the bottom right-hand corner of this page. If the withdrawal is raised by the student, please refer to the refund policy reflected in your contract. After you sign the contract, you will also be eligible for a 7 working day cooling off period. If you decide to change your course, we'll prepare a fresh contract. The next part of the contract covers the Fee Protection Scheme, or FPS for short. The appointed FPS provider is Lompak Insurance. Oh, and you can ignore Section 3.3 since an insurance facility has been chosen as the form of FPS instead of an escrow account. A copy of the insurance certificate will be sent to you via email once payment for your course fees has been made. Section 4 covers the Medical Insurance Scheme. Singaporeans, permanent residents, and non-student pass international students may be exempted from the medical insurance scheme if they have hospitalization and surgical coverage. Please sign on the dotted line and tick if you wish to opt out. And for full-time students, please present your medical insurance to your program consultants later. Section 5 covers governing law, the grievance procedure, third-party mediation, and also jurisdiction by the courts of Singapore. Section 6 is only applicable to international students who are intending to obtain a student's pass to study in PSB Academy. All information provided by students will not be divulged to third parties without your prior written consent. The information to be found in the appendices, such as entry requirements, overall schedule, and assessment period, is summarized in Schedule 1. Schedule 2 shows the breakdown of course fees. For those undertaking PSB diploma programs and have applied for funding, ensure that you're under the correct type of funding. The first table in Schedule 2.1 shows the total payable fees, one with medical insurance, while the other without medical insurance. The second table shows the installment plan and the payment due dates for each installment. When you opt out of medical insurance, that is, you already have medical insurance or hospitalization and surgical coverage, Kindly cross out the column with heading including medical insurance and countersign next to the cancellation. When you opt in, you will be required to purchase a medical insurance appointed by PSB Academy. You are required to cancel the one stating excluding medical insurance, and please countersign it too. The total fee payable will include the medical insurance. You can contact your program consultant should you need any clarification. We now move on to the next page. Schedule 2.2 is a breakdown of your miscellaneous fees such as late payment charge and deferment fee. Schedule 3 is a declaration of your right to cancel the agreement within 7 working days of signing it. This is also known as the cooling off period. Please fill up your name, today's date, and sign accordingly. If you are under 18 years of age, please get your guardian to sign at these fields. You'll see on Schedule 3.2 a sample of the cancellation notice should you ever need it. Do not fill them up. Kindly sign at the bottom right of the page. And finally, we've come to the last page. Please ensure that you have an authorized signature and a PSB Academy seal. Next, please sign on the space provided on the left-hand side. Write your full name and today's date. If you are under 18 years of age, your legal guardian will also have to complete this section. Please check that you have signed off on the bottom of all pages. For those of you who are enrolled in engineering and science courses, you'll also find a lab safety contract. Kindly read through and ensure that you adhere to the rules and regulations while working in laboratories. The amount payable is indicated here. The modes of payment available are cash, nets, debit or credit card, check, iBanking, and telegraphic transfer. After ensuring that all the pages of your contract are signed, you can now proceed to the cashier for payment. A notice of orientation and timetable will be sent to you via email by your program consultants. You may refer to the LED screens around campus for venues of the orientations and classes. If you need any student support in the future, please feel free to visit us at the Student Services Center.